Hello. For this activity, we've got a bit of science. So we've got what we think will, or what will float and what will sink. So I'm going to use this first as a prediction. So we're going to guess what's going to happen. So I'm going to say this wooden counter, I think it will float because I know wood floats. I'm going to say the stones will sink along with the shell because I know at the ocean when we look for shells, they're sitting on the sand under the water. The plastic buttons, oh, I think they're going to float. I'm not sure. I haven't tested this. These are little plastic otters. Are they so cute? I've been waiting to use them in a video. The plastic's heavy, so I think they will sink. Do you see with each of these, I'm giving some reasoning, whether it's life experience, like finding these at the beach or, you know, rocks in a pond or a puddle, something that we've tried before. So I know wood floats because you can make a raft, and in movies, they make the rafts out of wood. I've got a little wooden boat. I'm pretty sure that one does. I have tested this before because that was a part of our wooden toys that we used to sell. I've got a cotton ball here. I'm going to say that will sink once it fills up with water and absorbs the water. I'm pretty sure it will go to the bottom. This one is wood. It's a peg, but it's also got the metal on there. So I'm really not sure. I'm going to go sink, I think. So then probably take a photo of this, which I'm going to do now, and then we'll test it in the water here. And then we'll sort it again based on what floats and what sinks. Hang on a sec. All right, I'm back. Let's see what floats and sinks. So we'll try the wooden counter first. You can see it's sitting on top there. So we'll leave that in floats. Because this isn't a display folder, I can chuck it back on top and then wipe it clean afterwards. Now the buttons, I'm really not sure. There you go. I was wrong. They sunk to the bottom. They're sitting at the bottom there. I'm going to leave them down there. The peg, so I thought this would sink, and that floats, so I was wrong again. So we'll put the ones I was right at the top and wrong at the bottom. Let's see if my boat floats. It better. There we go. My boat does float, so I was right about that one. The shell, pretty sure that'll sink. Oh, bubbles. There we go. That's sitting at the bottom. Pretty sure these will sink. There we go. Rocks at the bottom. So you can see all the sunk stuff. Sorry about the reflection. I can't do much about that at the moment. And so I'll get that out. Although that's, did you hear that glug away? It's full of water. All right, so I was right about that one, right about them. I will get them out now. So these ones sink. I was wrong about the buttons though, wasn't I? Down the bottom. And let your little ones know as well that it's completely fine to be wrong. That's how we learn and find out things. It's a good part of science. All right, my little otters. No, they're sinking. Yep, there we go. Sitting at the bottom, poor little things. Let's rescue them. So we're right about these ones sinking, and we've just got the cotton ball to go, which I think will float to start, and then once it soaks up, it'll sink. There we go, look at that. That one's interesting. I presume because it's got lots of air in it. I wonder how long that'll take to sink. Or whether it's something to do with water tension. Nah, I might be just making that up. I can feel it. It's getting soggier as it soaks on more water. So this one will float till it's waterlogged. I'm going to squeeze it. And, see that air bubble? There we go, down to the bottom. So that one was interesting. I was right and wrong, I suppose. Or I guess some things that are absorbent will take time before they sink. There we go, we'll put that there. All right, I'll move on to the next activity. Hang on. This activity is a STEM one, so science, technology and maths, where we're going to make a boat. You can do it as nature play or just use what's around the house. I haven't gone down to the park, so I'm pushing the nature play with a wooden skewer, wooden peg, an apple, and a dyed paper strip. So we brainstorm first with ideas of how to make the base of the boat, then ideas for the sail and how we could stick the boat together. So I've, brainstormed a few different ideas. I'm going to go with my half apple, or it's sort of paper, wood paper for the sail. And I'm not going to use tape. I found a peg, so I'm going to use that to stick it together. Hopefully it will work. So I'm going to cut my apple in half. If you're doing this with little ones, probably do that bit for them or use a kitty cutter knife. We used to have them when the little ones were little. Did I need to cut it that way? Or I haven't done this before. I've seen it done on, I don't know, just photos on Google. So if it doesn't work, again, that's a part of the science process of what we could do differently to make it work. So I'm just going to stab that in there. That's going to be my sail. This is going to be a very disproportionate boat. I've got cellophane there. Maybe that would be more interesting. Okay, we'll try this. If it looks rubbish, I will change it. So I'm going to cut it at an angle. Maybe that could be a flag on top. And I might now need 2 pegs. Oh no, this could work. Oh, look at that, that's so cute. Hang on, I'm gonna grab another peg. All right, I'm back. Oh, this looks way better than I thought it would. There's a million different ways you could do this. Look, it's an apple boat. Let's see if it floats. So the first part of the activity is planning it, then going ahead and making it. You can make that as simple or as complex as you want to, again, depending on the age of your little one. Now, I've just got my jug of water, so it's a bit dodgy, the filming, but it works. Look at that. And you could test this out at bath time as well. You could even do this as a bath time activity. If you laminate this sheet of paper, then just wet the tiles around the bath, it'll stick to it and you can write in it there. But I'm so impressed with that, especially because I hadn't tested it. Okay, there you go. So for this one, I really wouldn't make any changes. I could probably change the, like if I wanted to try and do something different, I could change the base. The sail is kind of just for looks unless you took it down to a bigger pond or the bath. I don't have a bath, so I can't try it. And then you could blow on it to see if it propels it along the water. There's loads of different things you could do. Have fun with this one. All right, talk to you soon. Hello, here's my collage page. So the point of this one, yes, it looks messy, but it was actually quite fun to do, is to use different materials from around the house. So we've got a patty pan that I use for the sun. I think they're tapioca balls that have been coloured. We've got sponge for the ocean and coloured salt, I'm pretty sure that is. I think that's Epsom salts that I've just coloured with chalk. Then we've got the wooden curl sails that I used for my apple boat. So that made the sail actually quite curly. Cellophane, which is scrunchy when we scrunch it. I've cut up skewers to make the wooden boat here. I should have used something different for my crocodile, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. So I've just used shredded cardboard or paper for that one. But you kind of lose the shape of the crocodile, which it doesn't matter. But yeah, the point of this one was to use different sensory elements, talk about the colours, textures, shapes, how they feel, and just build that vocabulary while you're doing it and have fun. All right, moving on to the next one. See ya. The last activity we have in the Row, Row, Row Your Boat pack is where does it go? So for this one, we're looking for planes in the sky, trains on the rails, cars and trucks on the roads, and boats in the water. So this is a classification activity. As we go through and sort them out, we can then, if we're looking at all the cars and trucks, we can talk about the wheels, how the wheels compare to train wheels. Planes have wheels as well, but they use them for landing. We've only got one plane, but you can talk about the wings on the plane. So the differences and similarities between all these different transport options. So comparing and contrasting as well. We've got bikes in there too. We could talk about bike rules, where they go in the bike lanes. There's our train, more boats down here. Fire trucks, it may get a bit busy on the roads here. There's a moped, talking about the difference between a bike and a moped or motorbike. So this one is pedaled by our feet and legs, and this one is pedaled by a motor or moved by a motor. There we go. So there's lots of cars and trucks. You can talk about your emergency vehicles here. You can sort the trucks out, the buses and the cars, obviously the bikes. And then, yeah, you've got your train, plane, and your 3 boats there. I hope you enjoyed this activity. Talk to you soon. See ya.